Hello goat lovers, Crystal, Darren, and Emily here today, and we have our 4th milk test that we got to get done on our does today. So they are eager to see their results and see who has the most milk. So let's get going on it. Come on girls! Come on, come on! Girls! Morning, Lily.
Come on, Maddie.
Lily and Maddie, the first girls. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is the 4th milk test that we're actually going to send into the lab for them to test. And what they're testing is just the pounds, which is what we write down. We weigh it and we write down the pounds. And then when they get the results, the actual milk vials, then they can check butterfat and protein. So then that gives us those numbers. So they need to be in milk for at least 240 days for it to count, and you also need 8 testings. So we again are on our 4th, and I am going to need a certified milk tester to come out and do one of those 8 tests for me, just to make sure everything's kosher and nobody's cheating. So numbers have to stay the same and look the same when she comes out as well. I have my box of numbered vials, and Lily is first, so she's already done being milked, and she is number 13. So I'm going to get out her little vial. I'm going to make sure that that little preservative pill is in here, and it is. And set that aside. Now I need to make sure that my scale is tared out so that this weight is not factored into the milk weight, even though that would be nice. All right, so it says 0. Now we tear it. So now it's at 0. So now I pour Lily's milk in here. All of it, all of it, all of it. Lily and Mayo definitely make the most amount of milk in the herd for us. But this is not looking like a whole bunch of milk. So we'll see. We will see. Let me see what she did. All right, so here's Lily. She milked out 3.7 pounds with her morning and night milking. So let's see. $1.7. So that's really not too bad, being 3 months into her lactation. And with this heat here, they just drop in their milk production. They're using a lot of it to keep cool, and a lot of that water to keep them hydrated, not necessarily using all that water to make milk. It's just part of it. All right, so I'm gonna get a little scoop here. Oh, and you got to give it a little stir. Just make sure all the protein and all the butter fat and everything's mixed in real well. You're gonna fill your vial halfway up. Just a little scoop, and then tonight we'll fill it the other way. The rest of the way, rather. So again, that little preservative starts dissolving. So you just give it a little bit of a shake, and that is supposed to keep it all good and fresh until it could get tested through shipping and everything. Okay, so we are done with Lily. Are you done with Maddie?
Yes.
Oh, we got her milk right here?
Yes.
All right, so dumping her milk out. And Maddie here isn't looking that impressive. She's not. Well, if you guys saw in the last video, Maddie actually had a tear on her, right above her teat, so right there on her udder. So that evening when we noticed it, I just blue coated it because it was a flap, it wasn't hanging off, and I just kind of pushed it on there, you know, for a while, hoping it would just kind of mend back together. So we didn't milk her out that night because it looked pretty bad. So because I did bag her a whole 24 hours, she is dropping it, and that was just a few days ago, so that's normal. All right, what do you say, Emily? 4 pounds?
Gosh. I was thinking 1.2.
All right, it says 1.25, so you always round up. She's got 1.3.
Yeah, that's not this many.
It's not 4.
No.
All right, so let's see. Where is Maddie? Maddie. She is number 18, and she did 2.7 last time in 2 milkings. So where is she? Maddie is 18. All right. Give a little stir, give a little pour. Good to go. Okay, on with the next girlies. All right. Oh, Emily. She's tripping. Good morning, Eveline. You ready to get your milk weighed? All right, so next up is Abilene and Miss Lodi. How you feeling today? Are you confident you got a lot of milk? Lodi. Now they're just used to the milk machine, so their legs are up. Put your leg down, girl. No kicking. Oh, that's what we're doing wrong, you guys. We forgot again. This is milk test day. Strap them.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are out of the normal, what we're used to hand milking, so we don't strap them anymore because of the milk machine. But anyway, yes, this is milk test day, so we need to strap their legs so they don't kick over the pail like Maddie did last time, which is, again, I had forgotten about that, kind of why her numbers were a little bit lower last time.
Yeah. Boom.
Sweet. These straps are awesome. Are you babies doing okay? Mia, Leia, you're holding your own, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, Lodi. She is number 4. Last milking, she gave us 2.7 pounds. So, now Lodi, if she earns her milk star, she would have potential to be a 6th generation star. So, all right, what do you guys think?
1.1.
Ooh, 1.3.
Same as Madison.
Yeah, little Lodi did what Maddie did. All right, just double check that Lodi, I said Lodi, is number 4. So I got number 4. I always worry I'm gonna mix it or mess up. So when you film it, you're more likely to mess up. All right, all right. All right, so then write down Lodi here. 1.3. So she's kind of where she was last milking.
Now look at your way.
Yeah, that might be like a 1.2, 1.3 also. $1.15. That makes her 1.2. They're actually not doing too bad. Again, being 3 months into their lactation. Abilene is number 6. All right, 2 more goats. Now we have Sweet Mayo and Sweet Cassie here. And like I mentioned, Mayo and Lily actually make the most milk in the herd. And who do you guys think is gonna win out of Mayo or Lily?
Probably Mayo.
Definitely
been
Mayo.
ahead every other time.
Probably Mayo. Well, last time, let's see. So last time, Mayo milked out 3.8 pounds because she's a rock star. And then Lily was 3.7, so just barely there. So we'll see. Maybe they'll even be tied. They have been tied before. Go ahead and pour it. All right, this is Cassie. And let me see, get
There's
every
so much.
drop. I know you feel like you're getting gypped if it doesn't all get put in the pail. All right, Cassie was 2.7. Let's see. Oh, sorry. 1.15, which means 1.2. So she's down just a little bit from where she was last month.
So Cassie is 19.
Yep.
19. Cassie on the stand. Cassie on the paper. Got it.
Wait. What was Cassie?
19.
Right. How much did
Oh,
she weigh?
1.2.
Yep. 19.
That box right there under
Yep.
13.
1.2.
Very good. All right,
I'm
now
already a
just
pro.
a vial. Give it a little stir. You're not trying to make whipped cream there, kid. It's kind of hard to get it in the vial sometimes.
What? Man.
Now
This
it's
is
all over you. Good job. All right, Cassie, done. Let's see what Mayo is made of. All right, Mayo.
Uh, 1.8 or 9, man.
I'm gonna go with like 1.6.
1.4.
1.6 and a half.
Dang, Mom.
1.6.
You're cracked. I don't.
Okay, don't be.
She's a good
Yeah.
girl. So that's still gonna be 3 pounds by the time she has, or just over 3 pounds.
But Lily won. 1.7 with Lily.
Lily.
We still have tonight.
That's true. I bet it ends up being tied. Okay, so Mayo is number 3. Number 1 in our hearts. Okay.
Number 1 in your heart. I still favor Lily.
Well, they're both the identical blood, so fair enough. All right. There we go. Would you girls like the fence to the pasture opened? Loda, you want it out? Good morning. We'll let you girls out, okay? There, come on. Go browse. Go have fun. Go have fun, baby. I come to make this fence hot, girls. Just browse, sweet girl. Lodi, be nice. You and that look on your face, girl. Okay, so Tippy, the crazy Butterfat producer, and Wildy, Happy Feet, who way prefers the milk machine. She's back to dancing on them back feet. So Wildy is number 10, and she had 2.7 pounds last time. And Tippy has not been making a lot of milk, just a lot of butterfat, but she was 1.8 last time. All right, Will D. Let's see what you're made of, girl. $1.15, so 1.2. Always check your little pills in there. if you guys can see Tippy here, boom, boom, boom. The last Butterfat she got was 8.4% Butterfat. You guys, that's just a beast for Butterfat. Now, again, she doesn't make a ton of milk, and she is a first freshener, and she just had one baby, so I'm just still very, very proud of her. But 8.4% Butterfat. She definitely has the highest Butterfat of the whole herd. But we got a couple other does that are actually pretty high in Butterfat. Dreamer is 7.7, so that's really, really good. 7.3 for Lodi. And then we got some 5, 5.5, 5.1, which is normal. It's more normal at this stage in the game to see 5, 5.5, 6. So 8.4, that is just so cool. So she, Tippy, number 15, gave us 1.8 pounds, so almost 2 pounds last time. Let's see what she's made of this time.
Not much.
Probably. But that's all Butterfat in here. Butterfat. And her last milking, the milking before last, she was 7.7% Butterfat. So she went up drastically. All right, so 0.9. So not even 1 pound. Little Tippy. But you guys, it is important to continue to milk them, because the more you do milk them, in theory, the more they're going to milk for their next lactation for you. So if you only milk them for like a month and dry them off on their first freshen, then it is going to affect their production for the following years. So, right, Tippy, 0.9. There we go. So as I mentioned, 240 days is what these does need to be in milk for. And so Lidi, for instance, if she's still in the herd and hasn't sold by the time I'm done doing milk test, then she's going to be right on track for her milk star. But she is right now, actually as of June 24th, 99 days in milk. So that would put her, she's the first one that kidded, and that would put her, I'd be milking all the way to like mid-November to get her 240 days. Where Cammy here, June 24th, has only been in milk 47 days. So that's quite dramatic, or quite drastically different, because, you know, Cassie and Cammy wanted to have their babies super late. So those two, if I am able to get to the 240 days with all of them, you know, like Cammy and Cassie probably aren't going to make it. But either way, I'm really, really excited that I still started the DHIR, Dairy Herd Improvement Registry, just simply because I'm learning a lot. I'm a geek with it. I think it's really fun. I love to see the numbers, and it excites me. I'm all go excitable things. But yeah, so even if I don't complete any of their lactations, I'm still really, really glad that I did. We are on track, and we're going to be, you know, on time for breeding, maybe even a little earlier this year, actually, and we'll be good to go for next year. So either way, it's a good thing.
Muy bueno.
So Daisy is up next, and she gave us 3.1 pounds last milking, which is really, really good for a first freshener, and also she just had one single kid, so she is really, really doing well. I cannot wait to see. Hopefully she'll have twins or something next year, and just can't wait to see how big and lovely her udder is. She's just one of the does. I'm just so happy with her development. So let's see what she's got. 1.3. So she's down a bit from last milking, but typically how that goes. All right, where are you, Daisy? Daisy is 11. Again, I'm just so pleased with Daisy. Her conformation is lovely. She grew so good.
So good, not great, not perfect, just good.
She grew very well. She's still growing. But yeah, she's about the size of a 2-year-old with a 2-year-old udder. So I always get excited to see them in their continuous lactations. I bet you she's gonna be just amazing next year. So Dreamer is our last doe here to milk test this morning. What did she have last time, Emily? Do you see?
Dreamer had 2.5 last time.
2.5, okay. It's not looking like she's gonna make that this time. I'm gonna go with, I don't know, 1.2, 1.3. 1.2. It did go up to 1.5 a little.
Blowing it.
Come on. All right, it's not moving.
Okay.
1.2. So she's not too much different than last milking.
1.2.
And what is her number?
She is 2.
2.
Number 2.
All right. And we are done for this morning. All right, Darren, tell them what we're doing.
We're cutting soap. She's gonna teach me how to cut soap.
This is our cutting station. We make the soaps, and then the next day, if you're lucky, they're hard enough to be able to be unmolded, and then it's better if you can give them at least one more day to sit completely unmolded so that they just get a little bit harder. So this here is our honey oat bar, or loaf rather, and first thing we do is take a peeler, and depending on the soap, some of the sides get peeled. So obviously I'm not gonna clean up that honeycomb side. I might just get the overlap here, but mainly these two. So you just peel them off. It just makes it a lot easier if you do it right now, so that when you're cleaning them up, all of the cut bars, you know, these edges you don't have to do. Sweet. I think I just want a little bit thicker. There we go. Now this isn't a necessary step, but it just makes the soap look prettier. So here, all this overlap. Try to clean that up. Good to go. Okay, now this is our cutter.
Cutter 3000.
Yep. And you just set it in there. Now if you guys can see, this thing will move. You can untwist it, and you can, you know, make it as big or as small as you want. So you get the size of bar that you want. So every single bar we actually end up weighing. So make sure my scale is on. And it's in ounces. Okay, so for the first one, I'm just cutting off the end piece. I call it the butt. So the butt doesn't need to be all the way up to here. It's literally just a small end piece that we're trying to get off. Just like so. I pull the soap back, and then you have a butt of soap. So now, with every time you cut, you clean off the wire. And this time, we're putting it all the way to the end, making it flush with this. So, again, depending on the soap, some soaps weigh a little bit heavier. This is a soap that tends to weigh a little heavier because of the honey, or because of the oats, rather. Let's see. So I'm gonna weigh her, and she is 5.5. So that is a nice size bar. And that is literally all you are going to do, son. Do you think you can handle this?
Yes.
So there's 4 loaves. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so once you do this, then it's gonna go over to our pretty and up station, if you will, where we pack our soaps. And then all of these edges, so then I use this one, because it's not as sharp. It takes a little less. So you just gonna shave those edges. And it just makes the bar look a little bit slicker. So that's all you're gonna do, bub, okay?
All right, I got it. Here we go.
You can get that bowl out of your way if you want. That ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to move her over. Just a tiny bit.
Ooh, didn't clean it.
Good catch.
That's better.
Yep, that's good. So this is probably one of the most satisfying things about soap. Cutting through the soap. There's just something about it. It feels pretty awesome. Wouldn't you say, bub?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so Darren thinks it should be noted why he has two different gloves. So Darren has big hands, and I have yet to order him large gloves. We have one size fits all, unless you are Darren or his dad. So we found some miscellaneous gloves that he fought to get on, but there was only one of the purple gloves, so now he's got two different colored gloves. Is that better?
Yeah.
We got that on record?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While Darren's over there being a boss soap cutter, I wanted to show you guys two new soaps that we have that you are going to love. So, first is what I call the Forest Bar. Now this bar, you guys, is for one, lovely, but so if you watch the channel, you know, I don't know what I like better, pine or cedar, but this has pine and cedar in it, and this is what I like best. It smells so amazing. I could just literally sniff it for my whole life through. It's awesome. So this is the new bar that we have. Again, it's the Forest Bar. Really excited about that one. So, and of course it has all the benefits of the charcoal bar, which is one of our best sellers, but this one smells amazing. And then we have our blush bar. So this is a bar, focus, focus, thank you. All right, so this is a bar that we've had on our shelves. It is also one of our best sellers, and we just wanted to make it better because it's such a lovely bar. It's pretty much white gold, which is another bestseller, and it's an awesome, awesome, gentle bar, and it has a little bit of rose clay in it, so just this mild exfoliant to help pull out any toxins. So if you guys were lucky enough to get one of the Me Time bars back in Valentine's Day, I had so many of you that absolutely loved the scent we put into that. So I wanted to bring that scent back and let it be here year round because it is such a lovely scent. And it's lavender and ylang ylang, so it has the perfect combination of those two. It's just such a beautiful aroma in this soap. So these are the two new soaps that I'm listing this week, you guys. So head on over to our Etsy shop and get yourself some of these soaps because you're going to be happy you did. Darren now has all 4 loaves cut, and they are looking pretty, but they could be prettier.
Indeed. Alright. And then peel the edges.
No, 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 no.
Not that side?
Not that side.
Other edges.
Yep.
Boom. 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 And
Yep, one more.
one more. All done.
Nice. This is also one of the satisfying things. Kind of just jam out to music and peel away. You're a natural.
Indeed.
Indeed. After Darren is done peeling these loaves, they're just going to go on our drying shelf and they get to cure for 6 weeks. So hopefully that 6 weeks goes fast because we are out of honey oat and it's just really hard to keep on the shelf. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll have that again about 6 weeks. But other than that, you guys, we're just going to get doing some other things and we will see you again soon.